Let's take a look at this apple painting. We are going to light up the area on the light side. Second, we're going to group the shadow side, make it a little bit darker. Everything in the light side would be lighter than anything in the shadow side. And the top over here definitely is much darker, and the shadow, and then also we put a background color to it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make this side lighter. I'm going to make it lighter. You need to be aware of that, what is too dark, what is too light. If you know it, and then with the second step, it's pretty easy. So also on this side, what we're going to do, I'm going to take this gray color, maybe a little bit yellow. It looks like a little bit of yellow color in this gray. So introduce the yellow color into this mixture. Now it's okay, we can come back here after it dries. Okay. Light side and the shadow side make a little difference now. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to make the whole background a little bit darker. So how to do that? I'm going to use a bit of blue colors into it. Probably this is the good colors. I'm going to see. And some people say, I'm afraid to put the color on. Don't be afraid. It's just, if it's too dark, you're going to light it up. You're going to too light or not dark enough, you just put on the layers after. As you see now, after putting a very light gray colors around, make the light side of the apple pop. Because before it's the same light colors, so you don't really see that any special. Sometimes we need to have the background to help, sometimes we don't. So you have to make the judgment. When do you need it? I'm going to also putting into this side. And the part of the catch the shadow later. I'm going to also smooth this with my big flat brush. We're going to let it dry on the background. Now this is cool over here. And next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to make the top over here a little bit darker, except over here have a little light. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to my round brush, and by using the red colors, the red, just the red, yeah, it's not a really bright red. So I'm going to try to put this color in to see how it looks. Definitely it's not dark enough. I'm going to have this with the blue color. Anytime I want to make it a little darker, the blue color would help. And if just the two colors is still too bright, if you don't want it too bright and get the third color, which is the yellow color, into the mixture, you'll make it less bright. Okay, now we're going to start making the color in here. Except here has a little highlight. So I'm going to leave that highlight on the stem. Okay. I'm going to keep it going. Okay. And on this side, we want some bright color there. So we get a little bit orange colors. The yellow plus the red. Here you go. Right, a little brighter. And since it's still wet, I'm going to make some purple colors, which is the darkest color. We're going to get with this, between these two colors. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to, because still wet is good, because I want it to be a soft transition from here. I'm going to have some texture come out. And probably also at the same time, at the shadow side of the stem into here. Okay. And it looks like a little green color, so I'm going to pick a little bit light green colors to actually getting into this surface. If they come up with some texture, they're probably good, what we want. Okay. After it dry, we're gonna put some sharper edge on the skin over here, but we're not gonna do it right now. I think right now what we can do is getting into the shadow side. Remember, we're waiting for that moment. So we're gonna pick this gray color, maybe a little bit more red. Just think about, is that more red? Okay, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna putting that color in here, and putting that color here in the shot in the detail, and putting a little color here too. Yeah, and also on the bottom over here, you see this, the transition. That come out a little. Now we have some deeper color into the shadow side. Okay, I think the shadow side is almost done. I was just gonna, maybe this a little lighter, so just use my 2 fingers to squeeze some wet, and it's ready to take some color away, and that's good. It's very soft transitions. Now I'm gonna put a little red color just for the skin, a little skin that we see here. That's good. Is to make the cast shadow a little bit darker. So we're gonna do now, we are putting the darker tone. It's not that much dark, it's just it have a little color on top of it. It make it much darker. Because right now we actually can make it even darker when it's close to the apple. Okay, here we go. See that? The shadow look much better. And now from here, remember the gradient wash that we did? Now you're using the technique. Make it lighter. Out. Okay, good. Now what we're gonna do now, use the brush, watch. To take out the colors, make it smoother. So now you can see there's nothing you need to be afraid of with watercolor. Everything can be under control.